because I would never do a roast again. It's not good for the soul. I could have never imagined that I would be booed, but you can't win. So it's like, oh, football fans. Oh, sports fans. Oh.
Kim Kardashian allegedly had a full-blown meltdown at Jeff Bezos' wedding, and the reason? Tom Brady was caught giving his attention to none other than Sydney Sweeney. Yep, guess who's back in the headlines again? If you're Kim Kardashian, it's never just another day. It's another PR storm, and this time, she's scrambling to flip the script once more. Why? Because people are still buzzing over that awkward Tom Brady moment at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sankey's extravagant wedding, though, and Sydney Sweeney, she was allegedly seen laughing at Kim, messy. Now everyone's out here spilling Kim's business, and she's doing damage control, trying hard to twist the spotlight back in her favor. So what's her latest move? She just announced a so-called skin surgery mask. And get this, it's priced at $50.50, dead serious. You can grab the exact same kind of mask at CVS for like $39.99, or just hop on Amazon and get one for under $10. But let's be real, this isn't about skincare. Every time Kim drops some random product, it's a classic distraction tactic. It's her go-to move whenever the headlines get too messy. Remember that nipple Skims bra? It magically appeared right when people were dragging her all over the internet, and then disappeared just as quickly. Nobody was even talking about the drama after that, just the bra. Now she's pulling the exact same stunt, but this time with that weird-looking face mask. You know how you can tell it's just smoke and mirrors? She only released it into colors, brown and tan, and it literally looks like leftover scraps stitched together from the factory floor. Like, who even asked for this? And yeah, I hear you, what's she really trying to cover up this time? Oh, just a little thing called major public embarrassment. And it's coming straight from Mr. Karma himself, Tom Brady. Word on the street is that Kim's spiraling behind the scenes, while Sydney Sweeney is out here scooping up everything Kim thought had her name written all over it, believe it or not. Kim was even trying to land the role of Aryan Barbie. But let's be real, Kim, it's not gonna happen. Sydney's younger, fresh in the game, and honestly, she fits the exact Hollywood mold they were casting for. Plus, she doesn't have her kids with Kanye West, something the media never lets Kim forget. Now here's the juicy part. Kim was apparently really hyped about her little situation with Tom Brady. Word is, she was super into it, and even though things have been quiet lately, she's still out here dropping subtle hints like something's still going on behind the scenes. She's not calling it a sneaky link, but it's giving major PR situationship energy. And you know Kim wants the world to believe it's still happening. Meanwhile, Tom Brady's out here like, nah, rumor has it, he straight up told Kim, don't hold my hand in public, that's it, just don't. So yeah, this isn't just some casual fling that fizzled out, it's something way messier. There are layers to this, y'all. Here's the real tea. Kim's trying to cover up the fact that she felt totally invisible. At that wedding, insiders say she was mad, sad, and flat out furious after Tom Brady's eyes kept drifting toward Sydney Sweeney all night. That shift in attention, it seriously triggered her. But wait, it gets worse. It wasn't just Tom throwing shade. Jeff Bezos reportedly dropped $1 billion into a rival lingerie brand, the same one Sydney's connected to, and this came after Kim spent 2 whole years cozying up to Jeff and Lauren Sanchez, trying to lock in that exact kind of investment for Skims. Let's unpack this. Kim put in the work. She played the long game, trying to become besties with Bezos in hopes he'd pour money into her brand. Then boom, he backed someone else. Total betrayal. Multiple outlets are reporting that she felt totally sidelined at Jeff Bezos' over-the-top wedding bash. While Tom Brady had all eyes on Sydney Sweeney, Kim was left in the background. And if the rumors are true, she's been crushing on Tom for a while now, so yeah, this one stung. Word is, seeing Tom getting cozy with Sydney really triggered her, especially since she's been single for a minute, all while dealing with the ongoing circus that is Kanye's public behavior. Like, girl, you did marry him, but still, that's a lot to carry. Now let's talk about the real drama that night. Tom Brady was out here turning heads at that Venice wedding, and insiders claim he was definitely trying to make a move on Sydney. It was giving full-on fairy tale energy, but for Kim, it turned into a total nightmare, and it didn't stop there. Kim's name got dragged right into the center of the chaos. She was not happy about how things went down between Tom and Sydney. But here's the twist, it's not just about Sydney anymore. Tom's been busy. He was recently spotted out on a date with none other than Sofia Vergara, yep, Miss Hot Mama herself. Now Kim's not just losing out to one rising star. She's getting upstaged by a certified Hollywood queen, too. This love triangle? It's turning into a full-on celebrity maze, and here's where it gets even messier. For whatever reason, Tom Brady seems low-key embarrassed to be seen publicly with Kim Kardashian. He's totally cool with those late-night dinners, whispering real estate tips over wine in his mansion, but stepping out with her in public? Not a chance. And we cannot forget the roast. Kim actually showed up to Tom Brady's big roast, and what happened? The crowd hit her with ho-ho-ho jokes and Tom just stood there, laughing like it was no big deal. Kim was so pissed, she reportedly demanded those comments be cut from future airings of the show. That wasn't just a little shade, that was full-on disrespect. Back to the wedding drama, insiders say Kim went in with high hopes. She knew Tom would be there, and since she's always had a thing for him, she thought this could finally be her moment. But instead, he gave all his attention to Sydney Sweeney. Kim reportedly felt like she didn't even exist in the room. That kind of rejection, it hit deep.
Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height. All right. All right, Kevin. Speaking of Tom and I dating, I know there were some rumors that we were, and I'd never say if we did or not. I just released the tape. All right, sorry guys, I would have written jokes for you, but I literally don't know who you are, so. But I do know it would never work out. An ex-athlete, high cheekbones, silky hair. You remind me too much of my stepdad now. Part of me thinks you would want to undress me just to try on my clothes. But I think my stepdad is a great example for you. She's one of the best athletes in the world who proved you can do anything in this next chapter of your life. You can become a commentator, a far-right Republican, or even a strong, confident woman. Honestly, it's hard for me to watch people roast you, but I think enough of my family members have helped defend former football players. Retirement isn't easy. It can be a lot like a bad breakup. So I'll give you the same advice that I give all my exes. Good luck knowing the best is behind you. Congratulations, Tom. Cheers, everyone, to Tom.
And while Kim was feeling invisible, Tom was out here living his best life. He's been spotted yachting around Ibiza with Dakota Johnson and Kate Hudson, hanging out with model Brooke Snyder, and of course, vibing with Sofia Vergara and Sydney Sweeney. Like, how many women is this man juggling right now? Honestly, it's kind of sad. Kim might have thought she was building something real with Tom, but he's clearly in full-blown playboy mode and barely even glancing her way. Now let's get into the real reason Kim's having this meltdown. She's finally facing something she never thought would happen. She's not that girl anymore, and that realization? It's hitting her hard. Insiders say being single this long has started messing with her confidence in a major way. Sure, she still looks amazing, no doubt, but the reality is, she's in her 40s, raising 4 kids. And Hollywood is shifting fast. The new generation is taking over, and Kim's grip on the spotlight isn't as tight as it once was. And yeah, people still try to blame Kanye's wild behavior for everything going wrong in Kim's world. But let's be real, we can't keep putting that on him. They've been separate for a while now. Kanye's out doing his own chaotic thing, and people don't even automatically associate Kim with his mess anymore. That era over. But here's where it gets juicy. This whole not that it girl vibe ties right back to the Kardashian media empire. And when we say media empire, we really mean Kris Jenner. She sees everything. She doesn't just sit back and watch. She controls the narrative. Every time drama pops off, the Kardashian camp is already 10 steps ahead, spinning the story, burying the mess, flipping the headlines. They've been mastering the PR game for years. But now, even with Kris pulling every string in the book, Kim is slipping. And that's the one thing their media machine can't fully cover up anymore. So what does that mean for Kim? Let's break it down. You've seen the online hype, endless Yas Queen and Slay Legend comments on every post. But here's the thing, a lot of that might not be real. Behind the glam, Kim runs a tight media operation, and let's be honest, more than a few of those hype comments are likely coming from bots or burner accounts. It's all part of the illusion. To the public, it looks like Kim still has an unshakable fanbase ready to worship her every move. But Kim, she's competitive to the core. She knows when something is slipping. You can see it in how she subtly competes with her own sisters. For attention, one thing's for sure, she's not giving up the spotlight without a fight. Now here's where it gets wild. Kim knows exactly what's real and what's been paid for. She's got access to the back end, the engagement numbers, the clicks, the campaign stats. She sees how much is boosted, and more importantly, she knows when people are starting to lose interest. That's the stuff keeping her up at night. And let's be honest, it's not just about looks, even though she's definitely obsessed with hers. But if we are talking looks, someone better hand her Lindsay Lohan's surgeon's number. Because it's giving one procedure away from a whole new phase. That's all we're saying. Now here's the real tea about being that girl in the elite circles Kim runs in. They all know the game. They know what's real and what's bought. They know what's organic and what's been algorithmically juiced. And most importantly, they know Kim's not running the scene like she used to. And guess what? They're talking behind closed doors, laughing, whispering, giggling about how Kim had her moment, and now she's spiraling. Because the room doesn't stop when she walks in anymore, not like it used to. Let's not forget, Kim once had real hopes for a storybook romance with Tom Brady, and on paper, it totally made sense. Both divorced, both parents, both icons in their own right, close in age. She truly believed there could be something there. At first, she brushed off his interest in Sydney Sweeney like, whatever, she's half my age. But then, boom, Tom pops up with Sofia Vergara, who's actually older than Kim and looking absolutely stunning. By the way, that's when the panic hit for real. Now Kim's asking herself, what's the problem? Why isn't he choosing me? She's realizing people will still invite her over at night to whisper about business and deals. But when the sun comes up, Tom's nowhere to be seen. So yeah, the whole Tom Brady dating Kim Kardashian buzz came and went real quick. The rumors fizzled, but now you're probably wondering what really went down between Tom Brady and Sydney Sweeney in Venice. Well, according to TMZ Sports, Tom was mesmerized by Sydney. He was spotted trying to dance with her at the bar, leaning in close, chatting her up like he actually had a shot. And it didn't stop there. Viral pics after the wedding showed Tom walking through Venice with Sydney and Orlando Bloom, just strolling around like it was a casual romantic comedy scene. Neither Tom nor Sydney has said a word about the dating rumors, but let's be real. Those pictures spoke louder than any statement ever could, but here's the twist. Sources are saying Sydney wasn't even into it, she wasn't checking for Tom like that. So now just imagine how awkward this is for Kim. The same guy she's been trying to lock in, the one she wants to be seen with publicly, is out here chasing a woman half her age, and even she's brushing him off. Sydney basically looked at Tom like, okay, boomer, and kept it moving. Meanwhile, Kim's been chasing breadcrumbs and praying for a headline. This isn't just rejection, it's public embarrassment. And the story, oh, it's still unfolding. There's all this noise swirling around a silent competition between Kim Kardashian and Sydney Sweeney. I wish it was just dumb gossip, but honestly, there's way too much lining up for this to be coincidence. The signs are everywhere. Let's keep it real. Kim might need to go ahead and hang it up, like, respectfully, it's time. This Barbie dream, it's not happening, and why not? Because, Kim, it's a wrap. Go kiss those babies goodnight and find yourself a new lane, cause this one, it's not it. Multiple outlets are spilling the same tea about what really went down at Jeff Bezos' wedding. And trust, if anyone's cackling behind the scenes, it's probably Lauren Sanchez. But that's a whole other video. So drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you live for this kind of drama, don't forget to subscribe to Inside Hollywood. We drop fresh celebrity gossip every single day. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and send this to someone who needs the tea. See you in the next one. Besties, bye.